And a good Saturday evening to everybody out there watching on YouTube. This is a ZRL Division 3, round number 3 from the Sochi Autodrome on the Black Sea Resort of Sochi in Russia. This is the Division 3 series of the Zoom Racing League, and it's Saturday night, so it's time to do some racing. My name is PBJ. I am here with the one and only Jack Fletcher. How you doing, Jack?
How's it going? Ready for some exciting racing today?
Yeah, man, this is going to be good. These drivers are out on track, ready to go, ready to get some fast laps in. It's qualifying time. The track looks dry, so we expect some good times to come out of that. But let's take a minute before we get started here. Let's take a look at some standings and actually talk about who's in the race today. So today we're looking at, let me make it a little bigger so I can see it here. I didn't plan that very well. My apologies. Here we go. Yep, so Division 3 drivers this week. Look, you know, there are a few more have been added since we made this graphic, but running the McLaren, we got a reserve driver named Tree. Running the Alpha Towers, we got El Capitan and I Found. Alfa Romeo's got the two Douglas Mitchell and Gross Pallet. Fute, reserve drivers filling in for Red Bull this week. He's a favorite. You got to definitely keep an eye on him. The Alpines have Axelized, Encrypted ID. Mercedes, Siggy, George Russell making a comeback and dropping into the Mercedes. Dominion Man and Rivas making up the Aston Martins today. Rivas is doing the reserve duties there. Zebra Strike and Hey, it's McKenzie are running the Haas. Sargento De Paz in the Williams, and Flossen and Sig Sakatari in the Ferrari. So that's your grid. Like I said, a few more came in there at the last minute. But real quick look at the standings as well. And you can see that Fute and Ian are leading the points right now, but they are reserve drivers. It goes all the way down to Lethal, actually. He's the first D3 guy, and he is tied for the championship lead with Cryptid ID at this point. Alfa Romeo leading the championship at 57.5 points, but it's Division 3, so these guys are just trying to get a ride in Division 2 or Division 1, so that's what they're going to try to do. Points don't matter. Everything's out the window. Let's just see how good of a finish we can get. Right, Jack?
Absolutely. Great to see some new guys joining in, trying out the league, seeing if they want to stay or not. So I think we're going to be in for a good race. This track's super technical, lots of opportunities to pass. So I think it's going to be certainly a cracker of a race, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So it looks like we already have one DNF of the session. I Found went out on the medium tires and didn't make it back around. So I didn't see the incident, but not good luck for I Found there.
Yeah, it looks to be looked like it was on the inside of the exit of that. I'm not sure what corner that is. I'll get the turn list up in just a second, but it looked like a strange spot through there to retire. So I'm not really sure what happened there.
So let's take a hop on board with Lagros Patati, and let's see what he's got. He comes out of, looks like heading into the penultimate corner here, turn number 17. Oh, that's not 17. Sochi gets me like that. All these turns kind of look alike. I got to figure out, oh, he's heading over to turn number 7. That's where he's at.
7 right now, yeah. Looking like a clean lap so far. The track limits here are actually a little bit more forgiving, I find, than other tracks on the 2021 game. So see some guys use that to their advantage.
Yeah, you want to use every bit of road that you can. And Rivas is out of the session. What happened to Rivas?
I just saw when we were on board here with Lagrossi, he was on the inside there. I thought he was just stopped letting him by, but same spot again, near turn 7. So guys are having a tough time with that certain section, sector 2 of the track there.
Yeah, turn 7 is definitely one of the faster turns on the track, and it can catch you out if you're not careful. But let's see, here comes Lagros Pallet across the line. He does improve, so that's a new fastest time of a 1:32.4. Good lap for him.
Yeah, good benchmark lap that all these guys are going to go ahead and start chasing. So.
Let's see if we can find another driver here that's running around. Looks like El Capitan maybe getting ready to start a flyer here. He's out on the soft tires. Actually looks like he might be on a flyer. He actually might be on a cool down lap the way his battery is depleted at this point. So let's see if we can find another driver on a hot lap here.
Seeing Sid here, 13th. He's going through the beginning of sector 3. Looks to be on a hot lap.
Sid running the medium tires. A little squirrely there through turn number 15. That's one of the turns with the biggest elevation on the course. trying to get as many laps in on those mediums as he can at this point. Try to get a good time. 138.1. Let's see. Let's hop on board with him. Let's take a lap around Sochi. Jack, why don't you take us around a lap of Sochi? Tell us about this track.
Well, turn one here, pretty simple. Just got to stay far over to the right as possible. Take a little bit of curb on the exit there. Around this long sweeping left-hander, you want to be inside as much as you can. You can actually get up on the curb there and it doesn't disrupt the car too much. And a really fast, oh, and he's around and in the wall, and he's out of qualifying. Wow.
That is a huge impact for Sid. He is out of the session. Didn't set a, I don't know if he had an actual time or not. I don't see a time on the board for him.
Seemed to lose it just coming out of that turn 3 there, and it's super easy to like put too much steering input to over-rotate the car, and it looked like it just snapped around on him really violently.
Man,
going into that next corner.
3 drivers already out of the session. Let's pick up on, let's see what Instagram here is doing. I think that's one of the new reserve drivers that just came in. I'm gonna call him, I'll call him CW for the race here. He's on a cool down lap. He's not really pushing.
Yeah, he's out of battery. He's not gonna be pushing.
Okay. Let's see what El Capitan's doing. I think he was coming in. Yeah, he's on a cool down as well. Let's check out Tree. Let's see if Tree's on a flyer. Looks like he's on a cool down lap as well. You usually get enough time here for about 3 flying laps. And those 3 laps, you'll come in, put a fresh set of shoes on each time, unless you're running the medium tires or something. So we're kind of right in that little window at this point where these drivers are going to, they finish their first run and they're ready to go and put on a new set of shoes and come out and do it again. Got yellow in sector 3. That's just the driver slowing down here.
So I was just on board there with Fute starting his first flying lap of the day, coming out of turn 5 there.
Is he
got a little bit.
Wing?
Yeah, he just got super lucky. He just lit the rear tires up coming out of turn 4 there, or turn 5 there, and he smacked the wall.
Bad luck for Fute, running the soft tires, trying to get a hot lap in, and now he's got to come back, put a new wing on, put some new shoes on, do it all again.
Following along here with Cryptid, he's starting one of his flyers through turn 1 here.
Yeah, let's follow Cryptid around, big through the long turn 3, one of the signature corners of this track. On fresh tires, it's pretty easy, but I think once those tires get worn out, you've got to really be careful there. You can't have some car can jump out on you. I wonder if he invalidated right there. That was pretty wide.
He just invalidated.
Yeah, he did. It's one thing about these curbs, they are very forgiving, and the drivers want to run as wide as they possibly can, but the side effect of that is you can run just too far and invalidate your lap if you're not careful.
Yeah, it's super easy to run wide here there's really no camber in any of the corners, so it's just super easy to just push that little bit too much, and once the center line of your car gets over the white lines, it's going to invalidate you.
Let's ride on board with Zebra Strike as he starts a flyer heading through long turn 3. Currently 3rd in the standing so far, about half a second off our pole sitter. Like clean through turn 4 up to turn 5. A lot of these
very easy to run wide there.
Yeah, a lot of these corners will have 90-degree turns, except for these next 2 turns, a little bit faster. This is turn 7. Ooh, he ran wide there, but I think he held on to it. Turn 8's a little bit faster.
He invalidated through there.
Oh, he did. Oh, man, that's going to catch a lot of these drivers out. Let's see who else we can pick up here. Maybe Sargento. Yeah, Sargento's on a flyer here. Well, maybe not. No, he's definitely, I think he's getting ready to start one. Trying to save some of his stuff here. Let's see. Who else can we hop on with here?
Sir Douglas is just finishing up a flyer on the first lap on his mediums. Looked to be a pretty clean run so far. He's definitely improving as he stayed out, coming out of the final corner here. And he goes second. Wow, that's
place on the mediums. That's a statement right there to the rest of the grid. I mean, that's a good lap. 132.7 for Sir Dougalism. And as he cools off and heads back around one more time. Again, if you start in the top 10, you have to start on the tire that you qualified on. Mediums would definitely be preferred because you get to go longer into the race where you got to change them.
Absolutely, yeah, and it might be based on the past. We've seen it have a couple safety cars in the beginning of the race.
Zebra
So
strikes in the wall. Just hopped on board. Just hopped him. He hit the wall coming out of, it looked like turn 3 heading into turn 4. Again, that's what we're talking about, coming out of that long left-hander turn, and he just caught the barrier. Kept all the tires on the car. Looks like he lost the front wing, but he got about 6 minutes left in the session. Should be able to come back in and get that reset and take another stab at it here.
yeah, just got to stay really, got to stay off the pace here, not damage those fresh shafts.
It's like Fute is trying to make his way back around and put a lap on the board. Obviously, Fute is one of the favorites here. Well-respected, fast driver in ZRL, currently running reserve duties. And, yeah, when he gets the nod for your team, you know you're going to get some points. So takes a run down that long back straightaway. Into the tightest complex on the course, 13, 14, 15, 16. But of course, he's not going at speed just yet. He's going to get those tires nice and warm, get his battery charged up, make sure he's got his fuel savings where he wants it. Let's ride on board with Fute as he takes a lap around Sochi.
All starts right here, coming out of this corner. You got to get a good run. Oh, and he gets a little bit of wheel spin.
Yeah.
It's such a long straight, and when you make a little mistake like that, you pay for it all the way down.
I think he's got the pace though to push through it. Down in the turn number 2. Run wide there. Can't go over the sausage curb though. Keep it nice and tight here through turn 3. Some driver does run the center of the car over the curb right there because you can. It doesn't really slow you down up to turn 4. Through turn 5, and he must have been, he's off again. He must have been validated right there. I wonder if he did it through turn 3. I thought I saw him go over right there in the middle of turn 3. So Fute's got to get a lap on the board here. He's got 4 minutes left. He's got to recharge his battery and take another run. I don't think he has time to pit and change it, come out and do it again.
It seems to be the theme. These guys are struggling to just get a clean lap in right now because, like I said earlier, it's super hard to, super easy, sorry, to go over and validate that lap.
Yeah, CW down here in 3rd on the soft tires. Looks like he's getting ready to start a flyer. Yeah, he's checking his brakes, make sure they're nice and hot. See if he can get that. See if he can get that McLaren up to the front row. He gets a good exit out of turn 18 down the long front straightaway through turn 1. Ran a little wide through there. A lot of drivers have shortened that up the best they can right across that curve just to save a little bit of time. Down into turn number 5. Looking like a clean lap so far. Let's check his sector 1 times he comes across here. He is up 2/10 already.
Flying.
If he keeps that
just got to keep it together.
Yeah, keep that pace. That put him out close for the front row here. Keep it on the track. That's the biggest part of this. Run a little bit wide through there. No, nice and tight through there, actually. Down into turn number 10. Onto the run of the long back straightaway here. McLaren's looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, he got a great exit out of turn 10 there, so it's going to set him up nicely for this straight. See how he negotiates the trickiest section of this course. Really easy to go wide there and outbrake yourself. Keeping it nice and tight. And just try to stab the throttle here.
Looking really good. Got a little bit of
Getting
the
a
sausage
little
curve.
squirrely.
Yeah, a little bit of the sausage curve through turn 16 there. He's got 2 turns to go. Let's see what CW can do here in the McLaren. Oh, he ran really wide, but the time looks like it's still counted. It's a 1:32.6. That's good enough for 2nd place on the front row. Let's pick up.
He got away with that one.
I'm surprised he did. Looks like Zebra Strike's starting to flyer back here behind these guys. Let's hop on board with him. He's got to negotiate the traffic of the guys that just finished their laps up ahead.
Yeah, Zebra's one of the favorites for the fantasy picks, so.
He definitely is. And Cryptid sets a new pole time, 1:32.4.
Just edging out that LaGrossi there. Wow. That was a great lap. And he's invalidated it.
He did.
Zebra invalidated.
He did.
Wow.
Let's hop on with LaGrosse here. He heads down into turn number 2. Currently second place, trying to retake his pole position. And while all this is going on, I noticed Sir Douglas is coming back out with soft tires. Maybe doesn't like the play of starting on mediums. Going to try to do a little bit better on those softs. Yeah, LaGrosse is up 1.5 tenths already. That would definitely put him on pole if he can keep this pace. Whoops. Sorry about that, wrong button. LaGrosse looks like he's making a really good lap here. He's coming up on some traffic ahead of him.
Touched the sausage curb on the inside there, coming out of turn 10. Looked like he seemed to recover though.
Oh, he's got these cars ahead of him. They need to get out of the way. Cryptid gets out of the way. There's George Russell in front of him. He's definitely in the dirty air at this point. That's close enough to definitely cause an impact. It's not what you want with 6 seconds left in qualifying. Oh, and he's going to get right behind him here. He still improves and takes pole.
He still gets it. Wow.
Barely. Wow. I think George was on a flyer there as well. And George goes up to P9 with that lap, but 136.0. Oh, CW just crashed.
I think he just invalidated, I believe. So I think he just retired from the session.
Okay, okay. I see Cryptid retired as well. Let's see Sir Dougalism here. Let's see what he's doing. Heads through
Seems
the turns.
to be. He was up a little bit on the sector 1 there, but he just went all 4 tires off the track, and it doesn't look like he got invalidated.
He's definitely still pushing. He's
gonna get a tow as well.
Yeah, he's got a slower car in front of him. DRS open down that long back straightaway into turn 13. Keep it tight here. Sacrifice a little bit for turn 14. Get back on the throttle. Looks like a pretty decent lap.
Yeah, he's about a quarter second up on his best time right now, and it's looking really clean through here.
Fute comes in with a 131.9. He did get the lap in. It was the last one that counted. Takes pole position. Let's see what Sir Douglas is going to do across the line here.
This is going to be a nice lap.
And it is a 132.0. It's good enough for the front row, second place. Not good enough to match Fute, who is now sitting on provisional pole, and that is everybody. Has now finished the session. Fute, our reserve driver in the Red Bull, takes pole with a 131.9. Sir Douglasm with the last lap there, 132.0. Pretty close there at the top, with less than a tenth separating the top 2 drivers here.
Yeah, I think we're in for a really good race here. These guys, as the track rubbered up there, they're starting to pick off times left and right, so should be interesting.
All right, that's going to wrap up qualifying for us here at this point. We'll get our full shakedown here, see if any penalties become applied, but good qualifying session. A few drivers weren't able to get a time on the board, had some issues, off tracks, something like that. But at our pole right now, Fute, our pole sitter in the Red Bull, followed by Sir Douglas in the Alfa Romeo and LaGrosse in the second Alfa Romeos, clocks in at P3. Crypt ID, CW McLaren takes 5th. Siggy in the Mercedes comes home 6th. Zebra Strike, the fan favorite, 7th in the Haas with a 132.9. Dominant Man takes the Aston Martin, starting the race on the medium tire. And then you've got quite a gap down to Sargento, George Russell, El Capitan, and Tree rounding out the top 12 in qualifying.
Very interesting to see Sid, and I found DNF right at the beginning there. It definitely shaked up the order. They should be right up there.
We get ready to start this race. Now, we don't have a formation lap due to Codemasters and Codemaster things, so we're going to jump right into the race here. We have about a 30-second warm-up for these drivers to get their cars configured, fuel loaded, pit stop strategy refined, and then these boys will fly it down this front straightaway here at Sochi. Now, Jack, turn 1 is really just the kink and the start-finish line. Turn 2 is the one that everyone looks at, but turn 1's not to be ignored. When these drivers hit that funnel, that's a high-speed turn when everybody's side by side. It can catch some drivers out if they're not prepared for that.
Absolutely, yeah. I think honestly, I wouldn't want to be on pole on this this particular track. If there was a track you didn't want to be pole on, it's a long run down to turn 2. So I think it's going to be absolute mayhem into turn 1 here.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting start. It looks dry, which is good. There's the drivers are on the grid. Here we go. 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. Fute gets a great launch. Looks like Sir Douglas is going to circle in behind him as they head down into turn 1. Fute's holding the lead, heading down to turn 2. They're 3 wide. We got an Alpine looking on the inside. Fute's going to hold it. They dive into turn 2. Woo, that was tight through there. They made it through.
Yep, looking like everybody's making it through pretty cleanly there. Ziggy actually got a really preferred line when the top 3 funneled out there. He's moved up into 3rd place.
George Russell is already out. There's 2 cars back there. Sargento's back there as well. Virtual safety car. Looks like George Russell is in the barrier. Sargento's lost a front wing through that high-speed turn 3. Both of those drivers starting near the back of the grid, so we didn't get to quite see what happened there. Jack, did you happen to catch that?
No, I missed it, but usually at the start of the race, you're so bunched up and you want to try and take the wide line through there, and it's not always possible, especially with cold tires off the start. It's can catch you out for sure.
So we've gone from a virtual safety car to a full safety car at this point. These drivers are going to take a few laps to get around the track and maybe get off the soft tires. I don't know. What's the pit stop strategy look like here this weekend? Jack, have you gone down and looked at that yet?
It's predicted a 1 stop from softs to mediums. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. I think the wrong call would be to switch tires here. I think it'd be better just to save them and stay out.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, way too early. You're not really at benefit under the safety. Everybody's still right behind you, so you're not saving a whole lot of time here. Let's see if anybody dives in. Not expecting to know. There's an Alpha coming in. Looks like Lagros is going to come in here. He's on the soft tires at this point. Nobody else is coming in behind him, so let's see what the crew of the Alfa Romeo team here puts on. And remember, Lagros actually started 3rd and lost some positions there on the start. I didn't quite see what happened, but he was down at about 6th or 7th by the time he came into the pits here.
Yeah, he might have picked up a small amount of wing damage or something.
No, he's got a penalty as well. Looks like he's serving a penalty to go along with it. There are a few penalties. Let me switch the penalty view here and see what these penalties are about. Yeah, it looks like he just served a 5-second penalty. Numerous 5-second penalties. iFound's got one. El Capitan's got one. And Trio have a 5-second penalty.
Good 5 seconds. That's probably for contact, right?
Yeah, usually is. It's this is a good opportunity to go ahead and serve that too at the start of the race, if you really wanted to. But Lagros did that. He goes from 1st to 12th, or excuse me, 3rd to 12th after the first lap here. So he's got to do the scramble makeup recovery drive here. But he's definitely fast enough to put the laps in and do it.
Yeah, I don't really think, because of the safety car, he really hasn't lost out at all, really. He's going to be able to get that track position back pretty easily, and he's on the alternate tire here, so when these front runners switch to the mediums, he's going to be on the soft, so it might actually turn out pretty okay for him.
Yeah, I think he's basically just doing the reverse strategy at this point. You've got 1 lap on those tires, take them off. If he's got a clean set of softs at the end, he should be good to go. Even a scrub set at this point, probably good enough to make it last, but look at the front bunching up. These drivers getting really close to each other. It's kind of a risky move there. And there it is. There's the penalty from Dominant Man. Made contact with Tree. We saw that actually setting itself up down the straightaway. Fute was right behind the safety car, and all these guys just kind of took a lunge at him. and you kind of get the accordion effect down into that turn. And oh man, Dominan's got 10 seconds. Tree's got 15 seconds of penalties by lap 2. El Capitan's got 10. And yeah, Fute is just kind of running next to the safety car there. Yeah, it looks like Tree's going to go ahead and come in and serve one of those penalties. Oh, he lost his front wing too. He's going to have to come in. But that takes 5 seconds off the board anyway. That might actually probably be a good call for him.
Yeah, I think that is the call. Might as well. It started the safety car coming out on lap 1. You might as well do exactly what Lagrossi did and just basically switch your strategy. It's not really going to hurt you, and you're going to benefit from serving that penalty.
El Capitan's coming in as well. He's going to switch from mediums to another set of mediums. So he's actually not quite implementing the strategy yet, but he's getting a new front wing, clearing 5 seconds out, putting on some fresh mediums. That'll get him a little deeper into the race here. So let's reset the order here after working lap 3 behind the safety car. Our pole sitter Fute is still in P1. Sir Dougalism still in P2. And then we started to get the shakeup. Cryptid ID has moved up 1 position to P3. Let me switch this around. Looks like everybody, CW moved up, Siggy moved up, Domaman moved up 2 positions. Rivas, let's give a shout out to Rivas starting in, well, he started so far down the grid, I don't actually have him written down here. Probably P15 actually. He is now up to P7 in 1 racing lap. Let's go Rivas, way to go, man.
Yeah, he does have that 5-second penalty, but hopefully when they come in for the first round of pit stops, he'll be able to serve that. But yeah, he's doing a great job. He's in a pretty decent position right now. I know under caution, getting these medium tires to get some heat into them, it's really tricky on this track. So it's going to be a key strategy for these guys to get these mediums fired up.
This has been a long safety car, so yeah, you can expect those tires will cool off. And safety car is in this lap, so we're going to expect these guys to start really working those tires. Getting it back up the temperature, and we're going to watch Fute up front here. He's going to start to, yeah, he's going to set the gap. Well, thought he was, but he just kind of used a little burnout right there.
Ooh, they're getting close to each other.
They're very, and that makes me so nervous. I'm nervous for these guys. I'm not even driving. I'm like, oh my God. So
see when he's going to go here.
Yeah, you can't pass till you get to the safety, to the start finish line, which is right coming out of turn number 18 here. And Fute's going to get on the throttle. We got a restart working lap number 4. Clean start. Everyone working single file through turn 1.
Yep, everyone just absolutely dumping their battery right now. Look like Cryptid might have a look on the inside of Douglas.
Thinking about it.
He's going to give him the space.
Oh, Douglas ran wide. And CW is going to get around both of them. 3 wide through turn 3.
Oh, that's tricky to do. That's risky.
Oh, gosh, there's a big, they all come together. No. CW's in the fence.
Yeah, CW's got a little bit of end plate damage there. Looked like he got away with that. He hit the wall pretty hard.
He hit the wall a ton, but I think all of them did. And I saw some ghosting there as they're rejoined. But yeah, 3 wide through turn 3 did not work right there. And that just gives our leader, Fute, a 4-second gap. No safety car, though. We're still running. That moves Siggy up to 2nd place. And Domaman's under pressure from Sir Dougalism here, who I'm not sure if Sir Dougalism has any damage or not after that incident, but he's keeping up with Domaman here.
His front wing looks pretty clean. Looks like he's going to think about making a move.
So now's the time to settle down a little bit and recover. I don't know. He's losing a lot of time through these slow speed turns. I wonder if looks pretty good, but it's hard for us to tell. Let's see if he dives to the pits.
Remember too, he's on those mediums, right? So the soft runners for a little bit are going to be just that little bit more racy until the tire life starts to fall away.
Yeah, Sir Dougalism's coming into the pit to repair that front wing after that incident. Bad news for the gentleman that started in 2nd place in this race. Looks like Sid might be making a run here on, I'm sorry, not Sid, Rivas is under attack from Lagros here. And Rivas runs wide in turn 2. goes around the escape road like he's supposed to. That's going to have him drop down. iFound's going to get past. Zebra Strike's going to make a look around the outside here. Now the inside, he's going to back out of it and fall in behind. Lots of action here in these opening laps.
Yep, now it's just calm the nerves, get into your rhythm, and try to start picking off some people one by one.
That's really what it's all about. Let's take a look at Sid here. Sid in that Ferrari all over the back of Dama, man. Looks like he's going to take the position there.
Gonna go around the outside, squeeze him a bit. He's gonna get the job done. Not sure if he's gonna. I don't think DRS is enabled quite yet, so I think he's gonna be able to hold that down the straight.
He's still got a good run, though. He's pumping that battery all down the straightaway. He's going to make a move here to turn 13. Let's see. Sid's going to fall in behind Siggy in the Mercedes. Might be good just to wait for the deal. Oh, he's looking up the inside, up the turn number 15.
He absolutely just got on the power a whole second ahead of Ziggy there. That was an insane pass. He just totally picked up the throttle way before him.
DRS is now enabled. Yeah, that was two great moves from Sid right there to get around Damaman and Siggy. But now his opponents behind him are all going to have DRS down this front straightaway.
Damaman's going around the inside of Ziggy right now down the straight. I think, not sure if they're going to get DRS this time. Sid's still hanging around on the outside.
Those rear wings are open, so Lagros is going to go by Siggy as well. Siggy did not have DRS right there. I don't know if he just didn't open it or what, but both of those cars, both Damaman and Lagros, both got past him right there with DRS on the medium tires too.
Yeah.
I don't know if Siggy
starting to get a little bit more spread out now.
I don't know if Siggy has a problem or what. He's not keeping pace with the two cars in front of him on those medium tires, and now he's under pressure from iFound.
He's falling back quickly here.
That Mercedes not quite hooking up the way he wants here. He's definitely under threat now from iFound. We got a yellow in sector 1.
Had some, looked like a big accident. Didn't quite catch it.
Zebra Strike's out of the race. The fantasy favorite has crashed in turn 2, and there's a safety car. Oh no, what happened to Zebra?
I'm gonna look at CW and Cryptid here. They were just beside him when he went off. I don't see any damage to those two, so I don't think there was any contact. It looked like he just went straight on through turn 2 there.
Oh, terrible luck for Zebra Strike. One of the fan favorites here, and he has left the session. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. He was my fantasy pick. I was rooting for him, but it wasn't going to work out today. Well, safety cars, anybody going to come into the pits? Let's see. Our leader has come in. Fute and the Red Bull is going to come in, put on a set of, what is that, hard tires? Those are the hard tires for Fute. So that's going to take him to the rest of the distance. He will not have to pit again. Let's see behind him here. It's like Sid's come in as well. Sid's put on a set of medium tires. Fute is the only driver on track now with hards at this point.
I'm not sure hards are the call. I mean, my experience with this game, the hards are never quite racy enough compared to the life of the medium tires in this game. I don't know if that's the right call. Personally, I would have gone to softs to mediums there and hoped for another safety car to maybe even extend to the end of the race here.
Well, two things just happened there while you were talking, Jack. Cryptid put on the hards as well, so two of our fastest drivers are on hard tires. But CW got a penalty for speeding under the safety car. And he was, running up that top 3 bunch there. Let's see if we can see. I think it was a 5-second penalty. Let me see if I can pull the penalties up here. No, it's a drive-through. That's bad news for CW there in the McLaren. Not what he's looking for, but it is still early enough in the race. Maybe he can serve that and then come back out and hope for another safety car and catch back up to the field here.
Yeah, obviously you can't serve that under safety car, so he's going to have to pray for another one to have a shot here.
All right, well, I think the pit stops have been made. Let's go ahead and reset our grid one more time. Our leader right now is Damaman in the Aston Martin, but he's also rocking that 10-second penalty. He's got to serve at some point. He will serve 5 on his next pit stop. He hasn't used any other tires in the mediums yet, so he will have to stop again. Lagros in the Alfa Romeo is currently sitting in 2nd place. I found in the AlphaTauri in 3rd place. And Tree, the reserve driver's in the McLaren, sitting up in 4th, but he's also got a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, the top 5 here are all on basically a scrub set, and they've each got about 3, 4, or 6 laps on their tires. So, gonna be interesting to see if some of these guys see how much more grip the hards have following along with Fute here at the start of the race. Gonna see if that's the right call or not.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that works out myself. You know, we've got the D2 and D1 race tomorrow, so it's not a bad idea sometimes to do some scouting in this race to see what works. Rivas with a penalty going into the pit lane. No. Oh, Rivas. You know,
That's
that's
so easy to do here.
If he hasn't had bad luck, he's had no luck at all. He would have had no luck at all this season so far, but he also putting on a new nose cone there, so he must have had an incident behind the safety car. But goes to the medium tires, 5-second penalty. I'm expecting us to go back to racing this time by, so I don't think he can come back under and serve that this time. But Rivas now has a recovery drive he's got to do as well.
Yeah, gonna see how those mediums fall off. If they get another safety car, I would almost guarantee you'd be able to stretch it all the way. But I'm not sure, because even if another safety car comes out in a little bit here, those hard tires, I don't know. I just like they're gonna have 5, 6, 7 laps on them, however many we run, and everyone else is gonna be diving in on the mediums for softs. So.
Well, do you keep the hards on and go for the track position though, you think, or do you just kind of commit to your strategy and run them the rest of the race and let everybody else switch? Or, I mean, I think Fute's. Oh, there's a car on the wall. What happened there? Oh my goodness!
I found just spun it, warming up his tires.
There was a Williams that in the wall as well. And now Tree has 20 seconds of penalties. Oh my goodness, guys.
Yeah, the Williams gets it going again. Looks like he got away with that. Doesn't look like I see any front wing damage on his car.
Was that Sargento or was that Cryptid that had the incident there? I didn't see.
I didn't see. I just seen it was an Alpha.
In any case, we're about to go back racing. Some of these guys are going to have to pit here because they just broke their nose off, and they're coming in. It looks. Was it Fute? It was Fute. Fute's coming back in. He's got to change his nose. He's going to follow the safety car. Him and Cryptid are both coming in. We're back racing though. Let's look up front.
Sid's looking to make a move on Tree here, going around the inside. Turn 2, he's gonna have his nose in there. It's gonna let Tree go through. Didn't quite outbrake him.
Yeah, it's a smart move. You don't want to keep your nose in there unless you think you can make the position. Man, let's go around the outside of turn 3 right there. Tree takes the position.
Tree goes wide.
He goes wide, and Sid's coming right back in the Ferrari.
Looks like he's gonna get the move done. I think Tree might have some damage or something. He just went wide again. Yeah, he's got end plate damage. He's missing his front left end plate on his front wing there.
Man, this is just going to be a race of survival right here.
Absolutely. All the strategies are completely messed up now.
Man, let's look back, look up front. Looks like, actually, looks like Cryptid's making a move on Siggy. Taking the long way around into turn number 13 here.
Oh, outbroke himself a little bit. Siggy's going to try and go around the outside. Can't quite get it done through there. CW might follow him through here. No, he's going to back off.
Let's hop on board with CW as he tries to work on Siggy here. Oh, CW's coming in the pits. Yeah, he's coming in the pits. Oh, man, these guys are just making the pit crews earn their money today. Let's look up front, though. Lagros is making a move on Dominant Man here.
Around the inside. He's going to get it done well before the corner. Great pass.
That DRS makes all the difference right there. New race leader, LaGrosse, with no penalties in tow, so I'll call him our actual race leader at this point in the Alfa Romeo. Great run for LaGrosse here, working lap number 10 of 27. Take a look further back here. Let's see what Siggy's got. Siggy's putting Cryptid under pressure, and I'm not sure if Cryptid was missing part of his front wing, or that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Okay, I think it is my eyes playing tricks on me. I think he's actually good there.
You're going to have a run on Dominant Man here. He's going to have the DRS going up this long straightaway. He's going to be deploying all his battery. Looked like he didn't get the DRS through there, actually. He's going to make a move around the outside.
Ooh.
Looked very clean through there, just straight up outbroke him. That was awesome. Great pass.
Yeah, Domaman did a really good job right there of actually just backing out of it, because they were side by side at the apex there, and then Domaman just kind of let Sid have it and continues on his way. And that's how you finish races right there. You don't want to go side by side through everything, but it's like Siggy back here behind us is still taking a run at Cryptid ID. There's DRS is now enabled. I feel like I came out a lap late right there, but
Yeah.
that means Siggy's going to have DRS on Cryptid here. He's kind of far back. I don't know if he can run him down or not, but that Mercedes has the pace. No, he's actually backing out to keep the position back. Oh, he takes a dive anyway. Cuts across
the
the
corner.
apex. What was that?
Looked like he just straight up missed his braking zone there. Good recovery by him, not to just totally wipe out Cryptid there.
Yeah, that was a good move to avoid the other driver, but the Cryptid kept the position. So lots of action all over this track right now.
Sid is slowly taking a couple tenths off every corner on LaGrosse here, so I think he's setting him up for the long straightaway down sector 2.
He is in DRS zone at this point. There's the detection line right there. He's got it. Let's hop on board with Sid as he runs down LaGrosse here. Is it LaGrosse or LaGrassi?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna call him LaGrosse. I saw the E on there and it got me thinking. And Sid's backing out of it way early here. He backed off early enough there. I was looking to see if there was a safety car or something, but I guess he's just playing it safe here. Setting up his opponent, wants to stay behind him maybe till he gets to the front straightaway, and he can take that DRS and make the move a lot easier, I think, huh?
I think I think he knows he's got the pace. I don't think he's going to be taking any unnecessary risks right now. Super hard to get away around this track. It's almost a DRS train track. But looks like he's fallen just slightly out of the DRS range. I'm not sure if he made it across the detection. Looks like he did.
Looks like Siggy's going to make another run to Cryptid here down the turn 2. Let's see if he can hit his braking point this time. Yeah, much cleaner this time. And safety car's out. And Tree's out of the race. Tree has lost it on the back straightaway on turn 11 back there. He's the only car back there, so I didn't see what happened. Fute's coming up on. Let's see if he can see what's going on here.
That's yeah, he's all by himself. That's a really strange spot to DNF yourself.
And I just saw him sitting on the left side of the track. It looked like all of his wheels were on there. I don't know what happened there, but that is a safety car. So now what's the play? I mean, Fute had to make that second pit stop, so now he's got the mediums back on the car. I mean, now's the time to pit to put on tires for the rest of the race, I would think.
Can you stretch your softs? I mean, probably when we get going green, it's going to be like 13, 14 laps left. So it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know if you can quite stretch the softs that far. Definitely going to be interesting to see the strategy that plays out here from that.
And Fute gets a drive-through. No! Man, these penalties are coming out all over the place. So, you know, Sid and Domaman are there. I think everybody's going to come in here. But,
comes in. Looks like Sid stayed out.
oh, man, I don't understand. You've got a 5-second penalty you have to serve, and I don't know. So,
Maybe he doesn't want to go back on the softs because he doesn't think he can make it to the end of the race.
yeah, Siggy's going to stay out as well. Let's see, Lagros is going to go and put on another set of medium tires here. That's probably a safer play than the softs at this point.
Yeah, that's a fresh set as well, so that's gonna. He's pretty much good to the end of the race now.
And Rivas is going to stay out on those. I think he's got medium tires on. That gives him a P3 at the moment. Let's take a look at the tires here. Pretty much everybody's on the medium tires at this point, except Damaman, who just in the pits that he put on the soft. So Damaman is taking the risky strategy, like you were talking about, Jack, putting on the soft tires. And I mean, we got to keep an eye on him when this restart happens. He's definitely going to have the grip here.
If we see another safety car, that could be the move, because there's a few guys in front of them that are probably gonna feel obligated to hop in for soft tires. So that could be the move.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Getting word from Zebra in the paddock. He's doing his post-race interviews and just wants to tell everybody this is what happens when they believe in him. when he's the fan favorite, this is what happens. But apparently this was his first ever online race, so hey, he was doing good, man. I think that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, got some solid TV time. I think he had a pretty strong time trial time, so I think that's why a lot of guys were kind of banking on him.
Yeah. I'm also getting word from the Ferrari paddock here that Sid is staying out and he does not plan to serve his 5-second penalty. I missed the incident. I don't know if it was an incident or safety car or what, but he thinks it wasn't his fault, so they're going to protest it after the race and they're going to try to run the race out on those medium tires.
Yeah, I've seen it in the past. The game's a bit glitchy with the safety car, so like it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird with the Delta. Sometimes the Delta can really screw you over, and once you go over the Delta 3 times, it just insta gives you a penalty.
So working lap number 14. We are expecting this to be the last safety car lap here. See all these drivers keeping those medium tires nice and warm here. Doing the wiggle down the straightaways. See, Fute is back in the pits. No, Fute's come back around at the trail end here. He's got another set of mediums on. So reset the order one more time. It's Sid up in the Ferrari is P1, followed by Siggy in the Mercedes. Both rocking medium tires with about 6 laps old. Rivas in third place with 5-lap-old medium tires. That's a really good position for Rivas. He's on the same strategy at this point as our race leaders. Couple drivers I'm going to watch though, Jack, is first Lagros in 4th place on those medium tires. He's got a fresh set of mediums there. He's going to have a little advantage over the rest of the pack. And then down in 6th place, Dominman on those softs, I think are going to come flying through the field here.
Yeah, those two are going to be ones to watch right now. It's going to be very interesting to see, obviously, with how those mediums, when they start to fall away. So
it's like Sargento and Fute back here at the back, both running down the rest of the pack here. The field is bunched up. We are ready to go. It'll be lap 15, so what, 12, 13 laps to go when they come back to the line. So those soft tires should be, I mean, I think that might work. I didn't talk to Pirelli for this race. I'm not sure the life, but that's about usually what you get out of them.
I think the game gives you 10 says 10 laps for the softs, but if you're nice to them, you can usually extend them. At least I find on this game, I can usually extend the tire life by at least 2 or 3 laps than what the game says. So
absolutely, so there's some driver style points there, and there's some. It's all in the hands of these drivers how long they want to stretch these tires out. I think at this point that we may be committed to our strategies. I don't know how many other pit stops we're going to see. Unless you're going to just put a set of softs on with the light safety car. But here we go. These drivers are stacking up. We're going to see a restart here with 12 laps to go. Siggy, our race leader in the Ferrari, is going to stack everybody up. They're still very close, and it makes me so nervous. You see Siggy there in 2nd place, not doing any of the weaving. He's ready to pounce.
Oh, yeah. Ziggy's just going to make sure he gets a solid run out of here because he knows it's a long run down to the 2nd corner there. Looks like Rivas is having a look on the inside. He might get the move done here.
Rivas taking the inside look on that Mercedes as they head down to turn 2.
Gonna get the move.
He runs wide again. Looks like he held on to second place. I don't know if that was an illegal overtake or not, but Rivas is in second, LaGrosse in third. Well,
Very bunched up right now.
Yeah, LaGrosse working on third place there. Those fresh medium tires. That moves him up to second place. Oh, Rivas is in third. I'm sorry, I read the timing wrong there. So Rivas is now just trying to keep up in third place here. Everybody's really tight behind these guys here.
There's a lot of great racing going on right now. Douglas is going around the inside of Dominant Man. Looks like he's going to get the job done. And he's going to move up to... Sorry, my timing's a little messed up right now. It's going to be on the inside of Ziggy. Oh, Ziggy just went wide there. Going to do the switchback. Sorry, CW's going to do the switchback. Going to get the move done. That was a great move.
Meanwhile, back behind them, the Aston Martin of Sir Dougalism. I'm sorry, Dominant Man is, man, all these guys are running just so close. Hard to keep up with what's going on here. But I tell you what, though, it's been very clean and exciting to watch. A little bit of incident there through turns 13 and 14, but they worked it out. Meanwhile, now Dominant Man's making a move on Sir Dougalism down in the turn 2.
Yeah, they're all deploying their batteries right now. He's going to have a tire up on the inside. He's going to outbrake him a little bit. Going to go a little wide. They make a little contact there. Looks like he's going to let him through a little bit.
I think Siggy and Cryptid may have had a little contact in front of them as well. Everybody's battling hard here as we work lap number 16. Looks like Cryptid setting up Siggy here for a move. Let's ride on board.
I don't think DRS is enabled quite yet, so I didn't see it pop up. But he's on a fresher set of mediums than Ziggy. Ziggy goes, it's a little squirrely there, manages to catch it.
Nice save from the Mercedes driver right there, but he did lose the position to Cryptid. Meanwhile, CW is all over the back of Rivas here.
Yeah, he just set a purple sector too. These guys both on the same life old tires, 7 lap.
Rivas is falling back about 2.5 seconds, and DRS is now enabled, so I think Rivas is going to be a sitting duck here for CW.
Don't think he quite gets the DRS down this straight based on where the protection is. No, he got it. He's going to have DRS, and he's going to be deploying like mad going around the outside here. He's going to get the overtake done before the corner. Nice job.
Great move there from both those guys. Well handled. And CW moves up to the podium position, P3, but Rivas ain't done. Rivas is right behind him here. I think Rivas wants that podium.
Oh, he runs very wide there.
A lot of drivers running really wide through turn 4 right there. It just cracks me up. It's like a whole different track out there. The CW just picked up a penalty, so that's going to put them all in the same playing field here.
Wow.
Track limits are a big deal here at Sochi. You got to keep it on the road. But now Rivas is under attack from Cryptid here. Oh, he just runs right in the back of him.
Woo. Gonna have the DRS going down the straight. Be deploying like crazy. Looking to the inside here. So easy to outbrake yourself. Gets to move down before the corner. That was great. Great pass.
Meanwhile, Siggy continues to fall back in that Mercedes. Really struggling under attack.
Rivas just dropped it, lost his front wing going through turn 15 there. He's gonna flip it around right on the track. Good thing ghosting's on. We're okay.
Oh, he did
That's
lose his
so
front
unfortunate.
wing. Rivas having a great run in that Aston Martin this weekend. Running reserve, and he's gonna miss the pits. He came back in. Okay. And he gets a 5-second pin over speed in the pit lane. Oh my goodness. But he should be able a chance to put on some soft tires, go the rest of the way. Meanwhile, back up front, Sid's continuing to hold the gap over LaGrosse here. Let's go ahead and pull up our penalties and get a reset on those to see how those are going to play out. Looks like Sid and LaGrosse both have 5-second penalties here. CW's got a 3-second penalty, and Damaman in fourth's got an 8-second penalty.
I think Sid's got slight pace advantage over LaGrosse, but LaGrosse soon, Sid's tires are going to go over that cliff, and he's going to start losing lap time just because his tires are 6 laps older than LaGrosse's.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. There's still a lot of race left here to watch, and these tires have plenty of time to fall off the cliff, just like you said, Jack. And when that happens, LaGrosse is gonna really pick up here. Sid with a lockup there in the turn 13 there, really pushing the car, but LaGrosse is now within a second. I think that lockup may have cost a little bit of time. Maybe those tires are just starting to kind of plateau a little bit. But DRS range is now in play. Looks like LaGrosse is in range. He's going to get the DRS this time by. That rear wing opens up and we fly down the turn 2. I don't know if he's close enough this time by, but he's going to get a lot closer for turn 3.
I think he's just going to, if he was smart, he'd just take it easy here. He knows he's going to get the pace advantage anyway. And he knows now that he's in DRS, he's pretty much locked right on the back of Sid here. I wouldn't be taking any risks if I was LaGrosse.
No, it's a smart play. I think you're right. If you know you've got DRS, you know you got fresher tires here. There's no point in doing anything risky. Just close up on them, wait for the DRS opportunity, make a clean move, and drive the rest of the way down the road.
Yeah, I seen Sid out of turn 5 there, have his little snap overs here, so he's definitely feeling the pressure.
Here we go onto the back straightaway, working through turn number 10. DRS is open on LaGrosse. Is he going to close up on Sid? He's not really using much ERS.
Go around the outside.
Side by side through turn 13. Sid's
going to stay in front.
Oh yeah, he's not giving up just yet. That Ferrari wants to stay out front. He wants to win this race. It's going to be a tall task, though. Just that tire difference here between him and LaGrosse is going to be very difficult to overcome. And LaGrosse's got DRS again down the front straightaway here.
If Sid's got the pace to hang on to Grosse here, he might be able to hang on just solely by the DRS. So, you see LaGrosse make a move on the inside here. Should be able to get the pass done pretty easily.
Yeah, that DRS is a huge advantage down that front straightaway right there. I don't think Sid's quite done with him yet, though. I think you're right. If you can just stay in DRS zone and keep that pressure on, even with those used tires, you might be able to get do some pretty cool things in that Ferrari right there, just by keeping the pressure on him. Krypton sets a new fastest lap, 133.7, back there in 8th place, so that will count for an extra point for him if he does finish there. Whoa, Sid with a
Sid had a
wiggle. Yeah, I think those tires are wearing out on him here a little bit. And
that's just going to throw him out of DRS range there,
yeah,
I believe.
He's dumping the battery here, trying to get back up there for the front straightaway, but he's got to keep that car under him. He ran the battery all the way down the straightaway there, and he did get back within a second, but he's got to keep it through these tight few corners here at the last third sector of the track. Those used tires may be difficult to do, and now he's up to 1.25, 1.3 seconds now.
Yeah, and LaGrosse is just saving his battery as well, so Sid's gonna have to find some magic here to get the pace to keep up here.
They're coming up on lap traffic here. That's Fute ahead of them in the Red Bull, who just came off a fresh pit stop and fresh soft tires. I think he's going to go for fastest lap here in a second. So our race leader, LaGrosse, in the Alfa Romeo, having a good run today. He didn't race last week at Portugal. Took the week off. definitely showing pace here today.
Yeah, definitely doing a great job. Now it's just not making a mistake and staying in your rhythm.
Yeah, LaGrosse is in a solid position to make the D2 promotion next season. Move up to the Division 2. Showing what he's got here today, looking to get a win and take with him from D3. Add to his resume here. Got about 6 laps to go, and that interval continues to grow between him and Sid in second place. Let's check in on Rivas back here after running P3 and having that incident. He's back up in 10th place now, running the soft tires. About 20 seconds back from Sir Dougalism here, but he really needs a safety car or he's not going to be able to get back into this race here. He's got nice fresh tires, but not doing much good for him way back there. Meanwhile, back up front, the gap continues to grow. LaGrosse up to 2 seconds now over Sid. Let's do a reset on the penalties here and see where, if anything's changed.
I was just having a look at that. If CW can get him within 2 seconds of Sid, he can steal second place here.
Now we know these drivers, they can appeal some of these penalties after the race through the steward process. They can ask the stewards to look at their incident. But for us right now in this moment, we've got to use the information that we're given and the penalties that are shown in the game. And based on that, just like you said, Jack, that's going to push, at this moment right now, it pushes CW into second place.
Yeah, he's pushing really hard right now. I think he knows he can snatch second place here, but he's run wide twice in this lap alone, so he's got to be careful not to give himself another 3 seconds.
We got a yellow in sector 3. Looks like Fute's gone around in the Red Bull, and he's not done. His tires are hot, and he comes out right in front of CW here. Those tires are warm on the Red Bull. It's going to be hard to drive. He's drifting through the last corner, and so is CW. Gets the big wiggle. That's going to give CW the DRS down the front straight and help him close that gap even more. Oh, man. Foot is really holding on to that Red Bull right now. Really struggling to control it.
Once you have a spin, it is so easy. We've seen it a couple of times already throughout the earlier races. It's so easy to just spin yourself around again because those tires just, once they get hot, it's just like driving on ice.
It looks like he may have figured it out, though, because he made it through turn 3 there without going around. That's probably one of the hardest corners to do on it. But he does have blue flags. He does need to get the position over to CW at this point. And he's not doing it yet. But, of course, he is a ghost, so he's probably not interfering with CW that much.
I'm not sure if the dirty air still is there once they're ghosting, but
we know that we know you get DRS still, so he's going to get another DRS down this back straightaway here. Well, maybe not. The rear wing's not opened up. I thought he would, but or maybe Fute's already pulled out a second over him here. But CW has fallen back out of that 3-second gap he needs for second place when he fell behind Fute there. So Fute's spin may have had a little impact there. Knocked CW, kept him in third place.
yeah, well, once you're in your rhythm, seeing a lapper in front of you is kind of the worst thing you want, and it can just kind of throw you off a little bit, break that concentration.
Absolutely. So LaGrosse in the Alfa Romeo continues to lead, currently 2.7 seconds over second place Sid. Then we got 3 seconds back to CW back there in third place in the McLaren. I think everybody's kind of settled into their groove here and found their rhythm and ticking laps away. I know the one man that's very excited to be in a rhythm and taking laps away at this point is LaGrosse up front, looking to get his first win in ZRW or ZRL, and like I said, put that trophy on his shelf and head to D2 next season. Do it again.
Absolutely. Great race by him so far.
Yeah, at this point, Fute is just running hard in that Red Bull. He's a ghost going right through the Ferrari with the DRS. I don't know if Sid's going to appreciate that too much, but I mean, it's obvious that Fute's got the pace here.
Yeah, CW took a chunk of time out of him through there, but I think Sid's gonna get the DRS from Fute down the front stretch here, so.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on here. Let's see if they do get the DRS. Doesn't look like he did.
Just went over the line now. Nope, didn't get it.
Wow. Fute's got the blue flag again, though. I guess if you're fast enough, you can just kind of power through those blue flags, and Fute's probably going after fastest lap here again. So the gap holds 3 seconds, so 3.1 seconds back between first and second, 3.5 from second to third. And at this point, those penalties are basically nullified out because their gaps are bigger than the penalty you have to serve. So that's for top three look pretty solid at this point. Domaman in fourth place, rocking the 8-second penalty like we said, and that'll put Siggy up in the fourth place unless Domaman can pull that gap out a little bit further. So these drivers continue to work the clock here, work the laps down. We're going to have 3 laps to go, or 2 laps to go, excuse me, next time by. For our race leader, we got a yellow in sector 2. And iFound is out of the race. It looks like he may have stuffed it coming out of turn number 8 and 9 right there. That's probably one of the fastest corners on the track. No safety car just yet.
He's extending 12 laps on those medium tires. It's a super easy, it's a difficult corner enough on fresh softs, so easy to.
What's cleared? Oh no, and Rivas is crashing out of the race. Rivas, we just watched him through turn number 7 there. Oh no. Rivas trying to do the recovery drive. It didn't quite work out for him. So those 2 incidents, iFound and Rivas, are going to put Fute up in the 9th place. No safety car again, just another local yellow flag. As these drivers continue to work their way around, and we're seeing that attrition start to come back in play, Jack. It's not just the penalties anymore. These used tires are catching some of these drivers out.
Absolutely. I see CW there. He's picked up another 3-second penalty, so his hopes of stealing second place are pretty much gone there.
Yeah, that really changes the race for him. Looks like our order is going to hold station here at this point. Sid is still about 3 seconds back from Lagros. About 5 seconds back.
Ziggy, if he can get within 8 seconds of Dominant Man, he's going to be able to snag 4th place here.
That gap has been moving in the wrong direction for Siggy, I'm afraid, though. It was 7.8 a couple laps ago. Now it's 8.4. As we start.
Yeah, I guess he's on the older mediums as well, so that's not going to help him either.
As our race leader, Lagrosse, starts the final lap. He started in P3 with the soft tire. And I think he had an early incident, didn't he? He had a recovery drive. He had to make one of those early pit stops. That was Lagrosse, right, Jack?
Yeah, he went back, I believe, on the mediums at the beginning of the race there and flipped his strategy on the first lap incident there.
That's right, and then he pitted for a second set of mediums, I believe, later on in the race.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely did that, yeah. So really good strategy calls by him today.
Absolutely. Love to get his word after the race and figure out what was going through his head and make him do that. But now he's on the back straightaway. Just got to keep all 4 tires on the car. Keep it pointed the right direction. And that Alfa Romeo is going to end up in a victory, or on the podium, on the top step of the podium, almost with NASCAR style. It's a victory lane right there, but no, this is F1, so he's going to end up on the podium. And a few more corners to go. La Grosse Patate. I have no idea that's how you say it or not, but it doesn't matter. He is your race winner in Sochi in the Alfa Romeo, picking up his first win in the Zoom Racing League. Sid's going to come home second in the Ferrari with a P2. CW in third in the McLaren. Our top three finishers. Great racing from those three drivers. Way to bring the car home in the end. Damaman is going to get P4. Siggy trying to run him down. Couldn't quite do it. Let's give a shout out to Siggy though. No penalties to serve at the end of the race. Kept it on the track, kept it clean.
Yeah, I think he'll be happy with 5th place there. That was a really solid drive by him.
Our next driver to cross the line in the Williams is going to be Sargento. As he nurses that car around, getting every bit of battery out of it before he crosses the line.
Scores points. Looks like he's going to score points again for the 3rd race in a row. That's some pretty good results he's been putting up so far.
That's the way to do it. There you go. There's our last finisher, and that is our Sochi race for Division 3. Let's see if we can get a word with some of these guys. Talk about how that race went from the cockpit. It was pretty exciting to watch back here. A lot of action, especially in the first and kind of second phase of the race, where everybody kind of settled into their grooves right there. There he is. LaGrosse in the Alpha on the top step of the podium. Getting that cool trophy.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. Jack, you want to see if you can get a hold of some of these guys and we can get a word with them real quick?
I think that might be your doing. I'm not sure how to do that. I don't think I can move people around.
I'll try. It's going to cost the game to pause 1 second. That's all right. We'll get it here. Hang on.
Apologies for that. I don't think I have any.
Oh, it's all good. Let's see. Let's get our race leader in here, race winner. There he is. LaGrosse, how you doing, brother?
First race. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
man, absolutely. First win. Welcome to the top step of the podium. You know, we saw you went to the pits. You know, I guess you had that incident there at the beginning and put on the mediums right at the beginning, kind of inverted your strategy. We were expecting you to go medium soft, but I think you went medium, right? Can you walk us through how that strategy, you know, kind of played out for you today?
Certainly, my tire temps were all good throughout the race. Had great grip on the race. Mediums carried me all the way through. Didn't really need the softs.
Man, I tell you what, you really didn't. You had a great pace. You got past Sid there, and you kept kind of slowly creeping away from him. Looks like you were kind of being patient there for that last overtake for the win and waiting for the DRS. Is that kind of what you were doing there? Not trying to force anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew if I were getting a get back, probably. I decided to play the patient game. Use all my ERS, and all I got second. So I got my lead, and he got him out of the DRS.
So your audio is kind of cutting in and out. There's a little bit, but I think we got the gist there, man. Great job, great race. Congratulations on your first win. And I guess we're going to see you in Division 2 next season, right?
That sounds like it. Most probably.
Awesome, man. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can get Sid in here.
Sid in here. Yeah.
Hey, Sid. Congratulations on P2, brother.
Hey, thanks.
Can you
That
walk
was fun.
Yeah, that race, I mean, especially the first and kind of second, phase of the race seemed super exciting. There's lots of action to follow all over the track. We understand you got a 5-second penalty that you may appeal, but, at this point, it looks like P2 may be pretty solid either way, but still a great finish. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, I was trying to appeal it, but me being me, I forgot to receive the replay, so I can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's fine anyway. It was a fun race. I had a good time. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, man, great drive, great job. It was fun to see a Ferrari up front up
Yeah,
there.
the overtaking was fun. I didn't think this track was good for overtaking, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, we were just talking about the difference between coming from Portugal to here, but you know, you guys put on a good show anyway. Looks like the last pass right there between you and Lagros was a nice, clean move. You guys both gave each other a lot of space, and you held him off for a few turns there. But was it the tire difference? Because he had a little bit newer set of tires on you.
Definitely. I think it was the tires because at the start we were both on softs, and I think we were doing pretty similar times
Yeah,
on
I think
fresh
you were.
softs. Yeah.
I think you were a good second place starting position there for you. Second place. I'm sorry, was that? No, sorry. You started 14th. I'm sorry, I had the wrong graphic there. So that's a great drive for you. 14th second. Well done.
Yeah, I couldn't get a lap in qualifying. I crashed out.
Yeah, you
That
weren't
sucked.
the only one. Don't worry about it. I think you did good. So
Yeah.
great drive, great finish, and I'm sure we'll see you on the front step of the podium there very soon. Very soon.
Yep. Hopefully I'll be there next week.
All right, man. Congrats. Let's see if we can get. I think this is CW. I'm not sure, but
Yep,
he says
is.
McLaren on it, so let's see. Hey Thrax, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, man. What's up?
Man, that was a fun race to watch. We were calling you CW the whole race. We didn't know what name to
Yeah.
call you, so apologies for that. But man,
No, you're
P3
okay.
is P3. Can you walk us through your race? I mean, how'd that go for you?
It was definitely interesting. I think I was last at one. I was last running effectively, like P12 at one point. I got into, I don't know if it was a tangle or lag, but like I was all the way at the back, and then under the second or third safety car, I got a drive through for going over the delta. So I tried to serve it during the safety car period, which I learned you can't do. So
Yeah.
I had to serve a drive through, like after the first racing lap, and then I was like 10 seconds behind 10th, and then I just drove through the field pretty much. I don't know.
Man,
It was a hectic race.
It was action all over the place. We were watching you'd make your drive through the field there. You definitely had pace on those guys. And I think, and I'm trying, forgive me if I'm wrong for this, but I think you were in that lap one incident in turn 3, right? Going around the long, or not lap 1. It was maybe I don't know. Were you in an incident in lap 3, or was that somebody
Yeah.
else? Okay, I
Or
thought you were.
I was
yeah.
after the safety car restart, the 3 wide.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of. Yep.
I was on my ERS on accident, and it just spun the rear wheels too much, and I just spun around because my line was super duper tight, trying to give everyone space.
Oh man, well, hey, you know what? With everything you just said to bring the car home P3 and get that podium's position, that's a great drive, brother. Congratulations, well
Thank
done.
you.
It was fun to watch you guys, and yeah, I guess we're gonna see you probably in Division 2 as well, probably here coming up pretty soon, right?
I don't know. This is my first race here, so
Well, you did a pretty dang good first race, so hopefully we'll see you there and see a lot more of you in the future, man. Thanks for the driving.
thank you.
All right, Jack. I think it's going to wrap up our coverage of Sochi, man. What do you think? D3 guys, they put in a pretty good show.
Absolutely. About the midway through the race there, it was like almost couldn't keep up with how much action there was. Like through about 4th to 9th, they were all bunched up. It was really fun to watch.
And I don't say this very often, so when I get a chance to, I think I'm gonna say it. Congrats to Codemasters for a glitch-free game. I didn't see any issues this game. Timing looked good. Everything looked legit.
Yeah.
So fingers
Yeah.
crossed for the D2 race tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern. The D1 race at 10 o'clock. Hopefully these guys can put on a good show, just like these D3 guys did. And yeah, any final thoughts, Jack?
No, just again from the D3 guys, one of the cleaner races we've seen for sure. A lot of great racing, a lot of respect out there. I'm pretty pleased with that. It was awesome.
It was. We'll see.